Hello everybody, and today I'm going to be doing a quick rundown on the sniper class of the assassin. And overall, I've tried all the classes at level 50, all of the skill trees, and I have to say the worst one is Bloodshed. The reason being is because it focuses largely on melee, and I think it's fair to say that the only really difficult part of this game is usually boss fights, and melee is not exactly effective on a lot of bosses. This ability right here, the ultimate ability of this skill tree, basically if you kill someone, you increase your deception duration and you get to do it again. This stacks infinite times. It's actually not that great because normally you can't kill things in one hit with melee anyway. So I don't actually find that this skill tree is good whatsoever. This one isn't bad. The cunning tree, the last ability is pretty damn amazing. I really like this ability. I've actually tried where I spec halfway into this, I spec fully into this skill tree to get my Death Blossom ability, which gives Death Mark, and it does a shit ton of damage if you hit them in the weak spots. And then I'd spec half into Sniping Tree with my remaining points, and basically just mark a few targets and kill them all really well with sniping. And I found that was really, really effective actually, and I really liked it. But overall, the most effective one for me has been purely into sniping, and then all the remaining stuff, it doesn't matter. If I go 100% into sniping, I do a bunch of damage, or I could get some reload speed, which is always nice and all that stuff. But today I'm going to go over a build that I've been using for maximum damage. I'm going to put a shit ton of points into headshot for obvious reasons. Accuracy is nice, but as a sniper, you don't always need that a whole lot because your snipers are usually pretty accurate to begin with, plus your badass points. Um, I'm going to do some more critical hit damage here. Uh, you need Boar. Boar is an amazing ability. I'm going to get some gun damage. This is actually really, really useful. It doesn't seem like it, but it is. This is a nice ability too, because when you're in Deception, you will be aim down sight for this amount of time. It basically gives you free aim down sight time, so this goes really well with your Deception. Um, Hip accuracy is amazing for when you get put into second wind. It makes it extremely easy to get back up. So you're going to go into this, and your final ability, this is actually really amazing, really underrated, but a good ability. So right now I'm going to try and do as much damage as I possibly can. A little bit of a test. I've learned a few new things. I'm going to get some gun damage, and these don't actually give me any bonus damage, so I'm just going to ignore them for the time being. What else do we want? I can't remember, but I'm actually going to ignore damage a little bit, and aim steadiness is really nice. So I'm going to get some of this, and uh, I think I might actually just, whatever, I'll get some more maximum health, why not? Okay. So, now as far as items go, I have the Terramorphous class mod, and I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. So I'm going to put my sniping mod back on. It's only a purple, but it's fully for sniping, and it's really great. Amp damage, I was watching a video by, I can't remember what his name was, but he had a video basically saying that before percentages are added, bonus damage is added as well. So amps actually are extremely useful, and this is probably the best amp in the game. So what we're going to do is, I don't actually have a sniping relic, so I'm just going to ignore that for the time being. I'm going to have a slag weapon. Actually, I'm going to use the sniper. And first I'm going to show off my amazing sniper. This is actually one of the best possible snipers you can get, as a purple at least. As far as Jacob's models, they're actually the most damage, I believe. And it has a plus 15% weapon damage and plus 180% critical hit damage. So this sniper is, as far as damage goes, almost as good as you can possibly get at this point in the game. What else do we have? Yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to go do a damage test now, see what we can do. Alright, here we are. I have muted the volume on my gunshots because it can be pretty loud, and you probably won't be able to hear me. And also, I'd like to point out that I only have 7,800 shields, and at a level 50, that is not very much. So, the reason why that is because this legendary shield doesn't give very much. Most of its power is in its ability, the amp damage, which is just insane. So if you want to be a glass cannon, this is definitely the build to have. Unfortunately, my class mod also removes 10,000 of its already small shield. So you're going to be very, very fragile, which is why I added this max health relic. It definitely helps. Unfortunately, I'm not really regenerating any health unless I'm with a healer. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but whatever. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to go for a pretty crazy amount of damage. Let me just do a first basic test to see what I can do. Oops. Would you get slagged already? Why is he not getting slagged? Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have over 3 million. Okay, now I'm going to show something, which is the ultimate ability of the sniper class, and why it's so amazing. See how much damage we can get up to. Notice at the bottom, where my level bar is, you notice the stacks increasing on my my thing. That basically indicates critical hits, and it stacks up to 999 times. So as you can assume, your damage can get pretty damn ridiculous. And I'm gonna see just how much I can get. If I can get 10 million, I will be happy. So, we'll see. Alright, I just hit 11,334,000 damage, and I know you could probably hit higher with this build alone, only because if you notice in the video, the last shot I fired wasn't the first shot in a reloaded magazine. And right here, the first shot fired from a fully loaded magazine causes bonus damage. And obviously I missed out on that, so I know you could definitely hit higher. And for those of you who I know are going to say, why didn't you just shoot him in the head, run and get more ammo, and then continue shooting him in the head? And I'll show you exactly why I didn't do that. There is a reason, and I did try that, actually. Alright, so see right now I have 19 stacks. Run, get ammo, and bam, they're already gone. So if you open a menu, you go buy ammo or whatever, your stacks pretty much immediately go away. So that's why I didn't do that, and other than that, currently at level 50, this is almost the most amount of damage you can do with the current game being the way it is. That was actually a 362 times more damage than the base damage of my sniper. As you can see, the base damage is 31k, and I hit 11 million, so after I did the math, it worked out to be 362 times the base damage, which is pretty damn ridiculous. Anyway, that's my video. Please subscribe if you found it useful. And if you do, I will love you. Peace. He's gonna attack my decoy. And there you have it. A ridiculous amount of burst damage at once. This is actually surprisingly effective